games on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, a group with a whole lot to prove here today. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. The Tigers will begin with less than ideal field position off that poor return. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today. Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Griffin. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The Tigers come to the line to run the hurry-up.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Griffin. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Makes a quick catch. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This is the 6th play on the drive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The 9th play of strong opening drive. It's 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return begins inside the 10. Powers through a tackle. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Using his legs on the scramble. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Grab behind the line. It's Swinton.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Just trucks the man. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pressure is coming. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Ball handed off.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Brings up 2nd down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback still with the football. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Again, moves the ball out near the 25.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he finds the running back in the flat. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. 1st and goal, handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. 1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made inside the 10. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Ball handed off. And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. The offense threatening now. First and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. Finding space at the 20. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags a good throw.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Carter. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to throw again. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it,
and he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pass rush closing in. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we go through an entire regular season to get to this point, and thus far the ACC Championship has seen its share of unpredictable moments, but also simply breathtaking plays. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
The Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
We'll see what the offense can do with poor starting field position. They're going to run it here. Runs through the defender. He moves the ball after the 15.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled, but first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Powerful running here. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line.
He's looking deep here. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Lining up to try the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team then. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the Tigers will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. And the fair catch is made. Always tricky to field punts in this kind of rain. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Winton. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
But when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to pull it down and run. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle as we check out some of the stats so far. Let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Receiver in motion now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
When his quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
They'll give it to the back. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Hey, if I'm the coach right now at this point in the game with a chance to kick a field goal within my field goal kicker's range, I'd take the points and take the lead and rely on my defense to win the game. But hey, it's up to you. If you want to be aggressive, go for it.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? He'll hand it off. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's got it. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
They'll hand it off. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. First down, pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. He's picked for a third time tonight. Can he take it all the way? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down. Offense makes their way on the field. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The back's got it on the pitch. And that run produces a decent gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
And they'll kick it away here. In these rainy conditions, he's muffed it. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Well, the coverage team must have missed the fair catch signal, but the referees did not. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. With the catch, it's Griffin. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Second down, we're going to throw it. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
A big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw yet again. Checks this down to the running back. Good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
The attempted throw is incomplete.
6th play of the drive coming up. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Inside the 20. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. That play makes it 2nd and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Linebacker shifting around now. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.